Now time for book reading. Elements. Okay, matter is classified into two broad categories, namely pure substance and mixture. Pure substance are further divided into two categories as elements and compounds. What are those? Elements and compounds. Matter in its simplest form is called element. Okay, this is important. Matter in its simplest form is called an element. Okay, we are using many elements in our daily life. The common salt consists of two elements, sodium and chlorine. Water consists hydrogen and oxygen. Magnesium and phosphorus are used in making crackers. Okay, next, sulfur is used as manure in agriculture. Gallium is used for making mobile phone and silicon is used for making computer chips. Okay, next, there are 118 elements. Okay, 118 elements till date. Out of these, 94 elements occur naturally, 24 elements are synthesized artificially in the laboratory. Okay, next, classification of elements. We can classify the elements broadly into metals, non-metals, metalloids based on their chemical properties. Okay, first one is metal. What is metal? Metals have tools, utensils and jewelry made silver, copper, iron, gold, aluminum, etc. By hammering or rolling, we can deform these materials into various shapes. Such elements are malleable. A material may be flattened into thin sheets or various shape called as metals. Okay, metals generally hard and shiny elements. Okay, sodium is one of the exception as it is soft. Okay, all metals except mercury are solids at room temperature. Mercury is the only metal that is liquid at room temperature. Okay, metals are malleable, can be beaten into sheets. They can be drawn into wires. They are good conductors of heat and electricity. Okay, next, copper, lead, tin, nickel, iron, zinc, gold, magnesium and calcium are the examples of metals. Okay, next thing is non-metal. Listen carefully. Non-metal means non-metals are generally dull and soft. However, diamond is shiny and also hardest natural substance on the earth. Non-metals can be gaseous, solids and liquids. Non-metals such as oxygen, hydrogen and chlorine are gases at room temperature. Carbon, iodine, sulfur and phosphorus are solids at room temperature. Next, bromine is the only non-metal that is liquid at room temperature. Non-metals are poor conductors of heat and electricity. However, graphite is a good conductor of heat and electricity. Okay, sorry, it is a good conductor of electricity. Okay, next thing is difference between metals and non-metals. Metals are lustrous, they have shiny surface, but non-metals are non-lustrous, they have non-shiny surface. This is first point. Second point, metals are generally hard but non-metals are generally soft. Okay, next, third point, most metals can be bent, beaten into sheets, they can be drawn into wires. Non-metals cannot be bent, beaten into sheets and they cannot be drawn into wires. Most of the metals are good conductor of electricity, non-metals are bad conductor of electricity. Okay, next, most of the metals are good conductor of heat, non-metals are bad conductors of heat. Most metals make a ringing sound when struck, hence they are used make object like bells. Non-metal does not make any sound when they are struck. Okay, next, metalloids exhibit, listen carefully, Metalloids exhibit the properties of both metals and non-metals. Silicon, arsenic, antimony and boron are the some examples of metalloids. Next topic, symbol of an element. A symbol is an abbreviation or short representation of a chemical element. There is a unique symbol for each element. Okay. Next, it represents one atom of the element. The symbol is usually derived from the name of the element, which is either in English or Latin. These symbols are accepted by the, listen carefully, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, that is IUPAC. Okay. Next, Dalton was the first scientist to use the symbols for these elements in a very specific sense. When he used a symbol for an element, he also meant a definite quantity of that element, that is one atom of that element. Okay. Next, Berzelius. Okay. Next, who is that? Berzelius suggested that the symbols of elements can be written as one or two letters of the name of the element. Okay. Next, the following rules are followed while assigning symbol of an element. Okay. Next one, do you know is that in the beginning, the names of the elements were derived from the name of the place where they were found for the first time. For example, name of the copper was taken from Cyprus. Okay. Some names were taken from the specific colors. For example, gold was taken from the English word meaning yellow. Okay. Nowadays, listen carefully. Nowadays, IUPAC approved name of these elements. Many of the symbols are first one or two letters of the elements name in English. The first letter of a symbol is written as a capital letter, uppercase. Okay, and second letter as small letter, that is in lowercase. Okay. Next, rules. Chemical symbols usually consist of one or two letters. This is first rule. Second, the symbols of most elements correspond to the first letter of their English name. For example, the symbol for oxygen is O, that for hydrogen is H. Okay. Next, elements in human body. Okay, elements in human body. Nearly 99% of our human body consists just 6 chemical elements, namely oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen and calcium and phosphorus. Okay. Another 5 elements making up of the least percentage, they are potassium, sulfur, sodium, chlorine and magnesium. Okay. Next, elements in air. Air is a mixture of gases. The molecules of two different elements, nitrogen, oxygen, make up about 99% of the air. The rest includes small amounts of argon, carbon dioxide. Other gases such as neon, helium, okay, methane are present in trace amount. Oxygen is the life giving element in the air. Okay. Next topic is compounds. A compound is a pure substance that is formed when the atoms of two or more elements chemically combined in definite proportion. Okay. Next, compounds exhibit properties that are entirely different from the properties of their constituent elements. For example, the atoms of the elements hydrogen and oxygen combine chemically in a fixed ratio to form a compound water. However, water does not have same property of hydrogen and oxygen. For example, at room temperature, water exists as liquid while hydrogen and oxygen exist as gases. Okay. Also, oxygen supports fire whereas water is used as a fire extinguisher. Okay. Similarly, common salt is a compound made up of elements sodium and chlorine. It is used for our food, whereas sodium and chlorine are poison. Both are unsafe for consumption. Okay. Next topic, properties of compounds. A compound is formed only when the constituent elements combine in a fixed proportion. This is first. Second, the properties of compound are different from those of its constituent elements. This is second. Okay. Next, a compound, listen carefully. A compound cannot be broken down by physical method. This is because compound is made up of different elements. Okay, is it clear? Next, one activity is there. Okay, what is that? One activity is there. Listen carefully. Complete the following table. Water constituent element. In this, hydrogen and oxygen are the constituent element. Okay, hydrogen and oxygen are the constituent element. In this, sodium chloride, Na and sodium and chlorine are the constituent element. Sodium carbonate means sodium sodium carbon oxygen are the constituent element. And baking soda, sodium hydrogen carbon oxygen are the constituent element. Okay. Next, sugar means carbon hydrogen oxygen. And next, calcium oxide. In this, calcium and oxygen are the constituent element. In this, next, calcium hydroxide, calcium hydrogen and oxygen are the constituent element. Next, sodium hydroxide. In this, Na, sodium, oxygen and hydrogen are the constituent element. Potassium hydroxide, potassium, oxygen, hydrogen are the constituent element. Okay. Next, one more activity is there. In this, first one, hydrogen means water molecule, 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen. Okay, like this, sodium, 1 chlorine. So what are the elements? Sodium and chlorine are there. Next, in this, 6 carbon, next hydrogen 12, oxygen 6. In this, carbon, hydrogen and oxygen are there. Next, sodium hydroxide. In this, 1 sodium, 1 hydrogen, 1 oxygen. Okay. In this formula, name of the elements, sodium, oxygen and hydrogen. Okay. Next, compounds. Okay, what is that? Previous compound is made up of different elements that are chemically combined. For example, sodium chloride cannot be separated by physical methods such as filtration. Next point, a compound can be separated into constituent elements by chemical methods only. Next topic, elements and compounds difference. Okay, listen carefully. Elements is the simplest substance. A compound is a chemical substance formed by the combination of 2 or more elements. Okay. Next, listen carefully. Elements combine to form compounds. Compounds can be split into elements. Next, last point, atoms are the fundamental particles of an element. Molecules are the fundamental particles of a compound. Okay students, thank you. Okay students, now time for material reading. First question, classify the following as elements and compounds. Water, it is a compound. Common salt also compound. Sugar is a compound. Carbon dioxide also compound. Okay. Iodine is element and lithium also element. Okay. Next question, write the chemical formula for the following. Hydrogen, symbol is H. Nitrogen, N. Ozone, sulfur. Okay, ozone means O3, sulfur means S. Okay. Next question, what are elements? What are they made of? Give 2 example. Elements are the simplest form of pure substance. It is made up of only one type of atom. Example, hydrogen and oxygen. Next, define molecule. A molecule is made up of 2 or more atoms chemically combined. Example is what? Carbon dioxide, ammonia, like the 2 or more atoms okay, CO2, okay, like this SO2, like this, two or more atoms chemically combined to form molecule. Okay, next question, what are compounds? The atoms, two or more elements combined in definite proportion, that is example H2O, CO2 and SO2, like this. Okay, next, give an example of for the elements derived from their Latin name. Okay, first one is copper, that is cuprum. Okay, next, iron is ferrum, lead means plumbum, sodium means natrium. Okay, is it clear? Okay, next, what is atomicity? The total number of atoms present in the molecule is of an element is called atomicity of elements. Is it clear? Okay, next question, one important question, differentiate metals and non-metal. First, metals are generally hard, non-metals are generally soft. Metals are lustrous, metals are non-lustrous. Metals are bendable, metals are non-bendable. Metals are ductile, metals are non-ductile. Metals are good conductor of heat and electricity, metals are non-metals are heat and electricity. Okay, example copper, zinc, nickel. Example carbon, iodine, sulfur. Okay, is it clear? First is what? Metals are hard, non-metals are soft. Okay, generally metals are lustrous, non-metals are non-lustrous. Metals are bendable, non-metals are non-bendable. Metals are ductile, non-metals are non-ductile. Okay, metals are good conductor of heat and electricity, non-metals are bad conductor of heat and electricity. These are the examples of metals and non-metals. Okay, is it clear? Okay, next, third question, listen carefully, describe the different ways in which can write the symbol, give appreciate example. First one, chemical symbol usually consists of one or two letters. The symbol of most element correspond to the first letter of their English name. Example hydrogen and sulfur. Second point, more than one element that begins with the same letter, their symbol take two letters. Okay, next, the first letter is uppercase while second letter is lowercase. Barium, Ba, argon, Ar. Last point, the symbol of some elements are derived from their Latin name. Example copper, that is cuprum. Iron, iron from iron, that is ferrum. Okay, is it clear? Next, assertion reason. First one, hydrogen is an element. Statement, hydrogen cannot be broken down into anything simpler. Okay, what is the answer? Both statement also true. Second statement is the correct explanation of the first statement. This is ஃபஸ்ட். ஓகே, இஸ் இட் கிளியர்? ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. ஹைட்ரஜன் அப்படிங்கிறது எலமெண்ட்டு, இது என்ன பண்ண முடியாது, சிம்பிளாக என்னது சின்ன சின்ன பார்ட்டிகல்ஸாக சிம்பிள் உடைக்க முடியாது. ஸோ இந்த ரெண்டு ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்டுமே ட்ரூ. ஓகே, நெக்ஸ்ட் தேர்ட் ஒன், ஏர் இஸ் ஏ காம்பவுண்ட், ஏர் கன்சிஸ்ட் கார்பன் டை ஆக்சைடு. ஓகே, ஆன்சர் என்ன? போத் ஆல்சோ வாட்? ராங். ஓகே, ஏர் இஸ் ஏ மிக்சர். ஸோ இது ரெண்டுமே வந்து தப்பு. நெக்ஸ்ட் கொஷின், listen, next, fourth one is what? Air is a mixture of elements only nitrogen, oxygen, neon gases exist in air. This one also false. Why? Air is a mixture of elements and compounds. Okay, statement என்ன? nitrogen, oxygen, neon, carbon dioxide gases exist in air. Okay, last one, mercury is solid at room temperature. Mercury is non-metal. Both statement also wrong. Okay, mercury is a liquid in room temperature. Mercury is a metal. Okay, is it clear to everyone? Okay students, thank you.